Yo, what is up, guys? Golden Tiger here. We're back in another video. Today, I quickly want to make the quickest video I could. I say it's gonna be the quickest video I could, but it's really probably not in all reality. Yesterday there was a tournament. It's not fully over. We did the semifinals. This was a private tournament type thing. It's not anything official. It's just a lot of fun. And if we can do this again, that would be amazing. And maybe we can actually do it with a prize. And it's not gonna be a big prize. It's just gonna be just people lending in maybe a couple of PlayStation, codes or whatever. And it really was a lot of fun hosting it. And if you didn't see it on my channel already, I streamed it. It was an hour and 50 minutes long. It was a very long stream. I'm gonna make another stream soon, but it's gonna be the finals itself. It's not gonna be the grand finals because that's gonna be after I'm gonna start up a stream again. But there's a winners bracket and a losers bracket, and it was a whole lot of fun. And there was 4 teams. There was Team Elude, that included Orbit Thunders and Blazing Fury. There was Team FIFA. Their new name was Foot Fairies. That included Hockey Troller and FIFA. And there was also Distortion Tactics. That included Frigid and what's his name? The hell is his name? We're gonna call him Damien. And they all had their own map of choice. And I wanted to talk about it real quick because the matches weren't necessarily that fair because of not because of the teams. It was generally because the settings that I had on, and the settings aren't great enough. They're perfect settings and everything, but I need to figure out a way where I can ban well, when you use this part of the map, you can't use it again. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna fix it. But there was also another team, Nightmare Tactics, that included Party Rocker and Demented. They did really well. The only problem is that one of their best players lagged out, and this actually occurred a couple of times during the semifinals. And in the finals, I have in the winners bracket, it's Elude versus the Foot Fairies. In the losers bracket, we have Distortion Tactics versus Nightmare Tactics. Now the roster is going to change a little bit because the people aren't going to be able to show up to these, so we're going to see different people in the roster. You might even see me in there. I don't think that I'm going to be in there though, because I really want to host it really bad, because it's going to be really close. I'm going to change the settings a lot. I'm going to make it a lot more quick paced, pace, not paste. And I'm also going to figure out a way that I can, when I use a spot in the map, they can't use it again. And instead of the first to 2, it's going to be the first to 3. So it can go very far. The grand finals is going to be first to 3. The finals itself is going to be first to 2. Each team chooses their own map, and I choose the final map. Because it might go into 3 rounds. Now, quick couple of things. The way it works is that teams will face off, and they land themselves in a specific bracket. So the semifinals isn't necessarily a bad thing. You don't have to do the semifinals, but if you do the semifinals, it'll make it kind of easier for you, because it'll put you against the teams that are better, and the teams that are worse will also go up against each other, so it won't be unfair. The first few matches might be a little bit unfair, but the finals itself is probably going to be the most competitive that we're going to see. The grand finals is probably going to be kind of the least competitive, because we're going to do the best team versus the best worst team, if that makes sense, so the second best. So we're going to have a clear better team, but it's also going to be very competitive because we're going to have the best team out of the worst 2 teams. So it's still going to be very competitive, and it's going to be even more competitive with these new settings. So I'm going to let you guys know that you guys should watch that on my channel. If you haven't seen it yet, that means it's going to come out later today. This video that you're going to see is probably going to post around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. And the stream is going to start 3:30 p.m. for the lower bracket finals, which is not going to be the most competitive, but the most competitive match that we're going to have today is Elude versus the Foot Fairies. That is going to probably be around 4 p.m. on my stream, so go ahead and go onto my YouTube and say hello. And hopefully every other competitive team that is in the tournament shows up as well, because not only will it show it to a higher amount of population of people, it'll get me more known. So, because I'm going to be trying to do these tournament things more often, and it was a lot of fun. And I hope to see you guys in the finals. Once again, it's going to be the most competitive match. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Peace out, guys. See you in the next video.